Okay, the mural is pretty much done. I've been posting some pictures of it, but I wanted to take a video to try to highlight all the different films represented. This isn't where it's going to go. This isn't its final place, but I've been doing some additional work on the shelf. So I've had it down. So I've added this back rail to the top and bottom shelves. Since there's no back to the shelf itself, this keeps everything from going through and keeps it all at a uniform position. I've added these pegs to hang the canvas on, and then I've added the titles of all the films, which it's not going to focus on. There we go. So that if I take a bunch off, I don't have to remember the order. So yeah, this is where it's at for now. This is a better angle for filming this video, but it'll go up in its regular spot later. So everything except the characters was painted using this, which I haven't cleaned properly. A paint knife. I don't like working with brushes. I like working with knives. I don't know, something about it I just prefer. So the background is pretty simple, just different colors of sky, grass, ground, water. This was the thing that took a lot of time. We got the amalgamation of the Notre Dame church, Cusco's castle, Rapunzel's tower, Mulan's fireworks tower, and then a tower from the West Wing with the Enchanted Rose with Elsa's ice balcony there. So this was my main idea for this whole thing, was to have an amalgamation of stuff filling in for the standard Disney castle, but I've still got the the little shooting star arch going on. The only other major landmark is Pride Rock, and then I've just got Ariel's Rock, and then a little cottage, and this little house, and then a couple trees. So most of the background work was not a big deal, but this took quite a while. There are a couple things that are bothering me, like this color not matching that color, and this not being centered with that, and this rock should be thicker at the bottom. But for the most part, I like the way it turned out. I really like the color of this sky over here. I think that looked really nice. Yeah, I want to go through each movie as quickly as I can without completely running out of breath. There are 56 films in the official Disney canon at this point. I think there are 3 that are not represented at this time because I haven't seen them yet. And so I don't know what a good picture to represent them would be. So once I see them, they will get added. And then there are 3 on here that are representing 2 different movies, either sequels or, remakes or another movie with the same character. And the next 2, I think, that are being added to the official canon are both sequels, Wreck-It Ralph 2 and Frozen 2. So once I get those added on that I haven't seen yet, this should stay accurate until like 2020, and then I can just add another one. I will say that they don't, the pictures that I cut out, that I printed out and then cut out and stuck on, they didn't take up as much space as I thought they would. When I was sketching this out, I didn't think I'd have as much open space, so I might be adding more characters. I might add a Kenai with Coda, or I might add Flounder and Sebastian and Scuttle, or I might add Rafiki, or add Jane, or add Piglet, or Thumper. So there is room for this to grow, but this was kind of the original idea that I had. So I'm going to try to go through all 56 films, starting with the beginning. Here is Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. We got them there. Pinocchio. We've got Fantasia. This Mickey also representing Fantasia 2000. We've got Dumbo. We've got Bambi. And then the first one that I haven't seen, Saludos Amigos, but this image of Goofy is from the cover, so hopefully that's fairly representative. The Three Caballeros. Here is Donald Duck from that film. Then the first one that's not on here, Make Mine Music. Haven't seen that one. So once I do, I'll pick an image from there. Fun and Fancy Free, I haven't seen yet, but this image of Jiminy Cricket is from the cover, from the Jack and the Beanstalk segment. Melody Time is the next one that I haven't seen, and I can't get a good image from the cover, so no image for that yet. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, I've got there. Cinderella in front of the castle. Alice in Wonderland. Alice is chilling over here by the rabbit hole. Peter Pan. I've got Peter, Tinkerbell, and Wendy. I might add the other two boys later. These two stars, as I've been watching all these Disney movies, I notice keep coming back. This left one is the one that people usually wish on in their movies. So Geppetto, that's the one he wishes on, and it becomes the Blue Fairy. Tiana, that's the one she wishes on. That's what they call Evangeline in that movie. So pretty much anytime someone wishes on a star in a Disney movie, it's this star. And then this one is Neverland, the second star to the right. So these ones actually pop up in quite a bit of Disney movies. If you watch them, pay attention to that. It's been interesting to try to keep track of. So there's Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp down here. I've got a whole bunch of animals down here. We'll keep coming back to this section. Sleeping Beauty, we've got Aurora over here. 101 Dalmatians. I don't know which Dalmatian that is, but that's one of them. King Arthur from The Sword and the Stone with Excalibur. The Jungle Book, we've got Baloo and Mowgli. Again, I might add Bagheera or King Louie to this at some point. The Aristocats, I've got Thomas O'Malley. O'Malley the Alley Cat. Robin Hood, I've got chilling with Nick Wilde from Zootopia. So we'll come back to this one. Winnie the Pooh. This is representing both the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh and then the more recent Winnie the Pooh movie. This image representing both the Rescuers and the Rescuers Down Under. This image is actually from the Rescuers Down Under. So I think this is Wilbur rather than Orville. But we've got Bernard and Miss Bianca on top there. The Fox and the Hound. Todd and Copper playing right there. The Black Cauldron. I don't even remember these guys' names. I want to say Tauren, something like that. And Princess Eloine, or I don't know their names, but they're there near King Arthur since it's kind of a similar setting. I might add Gungi, what's his name? The little Donald Duck sounding guy. I might add him in there too later on. Great Mouse Detective, this is one of the smaller ones. We've got their Union Jack hot air balloon with Basil and Dawson. Little Mermaid, we've got Ariel over on her rock, so I might add Flounder and Scuttle and Sebastian and all that later. Rescuers Down Under, we already saw. Beauty and the Beast, we've got them there with the Enchanted Flower. Aladdin and Jasmine flying up there with the Genie. The Lion King, we've got, I think this is Simba. It might be Mufasa, but I think it's Simba. So I might add Rafiki later on. Pocahontas, chilling on there. I might add Miko and Flit. Hunchback of Notre Dame, we've got Quasimodo up there. Hercules, flying on Pegasus with Meg. Mulan is chilling on her tower, ready for battle. Tarzan, up in the tree. Fantasia 2000, same image of Sorcerer Mickey. Dinosaur was one of the hardest ones to figure out how to put in, so I just stuck the neck on the side there. So that it's not really in the picture, but it's there. Kuzco from the Emperor's New Groove in front of his palace. Atlantis the All Lost Empire, one of the hardest ones to see. We've got the submarine down there in the water. Lilo and Stitch. We've got Stitch chilling here with the other animals. Treasure Planet. We've got his little sun, sky surfer, whatever it's called, Jim up there. Brother Bear. We've got Coda. Home on the Range, I haven't seen, but that's one of the cows. Chicken Little screaming over here. Meet the Robinsons is the last one that's not on here. Bolt, I'm running out of time, so I'm trying to go faster. Bolt, Tiana and Naveen from Princess and the Frog. Rapunzel from Tangled, coming out of her tower. Oh, Winnie the Pooh we already saw. Wreck-It Ralph up there. Frozen, Elsa's back there. Anna's up front with Olaf. Big Hero 6, Baymax and Hero are back here. Zootopia we already saw. Moana, chilling way over here. And that's it. So my camera's going to run out of time, but there you go. Hopefully this is interesting to you guys.